ഹലോ 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 കേക്കാവോ? ഹലോ 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 ഓ, ഇത് മാത്രം സറൗണ്ടിങ് കേൾക്കത്തില്ലല്ലോ.
വെബ്എക്സ് അല്ലേ?
അതെ ബച്ച
വെബ്എക്സിൽ ഓഡിയോ എന്താണ് അത് മാത്രമേ അവിടെ കേൾക്കുള്ളൂ. സറൗണ്ടിങ്സ് കൂടി അല്ലേ? ഞാൻ എന്റെ മാക് വോയിസിന്റെ മൈക്ക് ഓഫ് ആക്കി. വെബ്എക്സ് ഇൻബിൽഡ് ഓഡിയോ മാത്രമേ അവിടെ എത്തുള്ളൂ.
അപ്പൊ ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ
എന്റെ വെബ്എക്സ് ഇതല്ലേ?
ബച്ച
ഇതിലും മൈക്ക് ഇതിൽ ഏത് എക്സ്റ്റേണൽ മൈക്കാ കണക്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്?
സിസ്റ്റം
സിസ്റ്റത്തിന്റെ. അപ്പോ ഇവിടെ സ്പീച്ചിന്റെ മൈക്ക് ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ഒക്കെ ഇതിനകത്തല്ലേ പോവാ? ഇവിടെ പറയണൊക്കെ ഈ മൈക്കിൽ തന്നെ അല്ലേ പോവാ? അപ്പൊ എന്താണ് ഈ മൈക്ക്?
എന്റെ മാത്രമാണ് വീട്ടിലെ സറൗണ്ടിങ്സ് കിട്ടുന്നുണ്ടോ?
എന്റെ മൈക്കിലൂടെ എന്താ പോകുന്നത് അതോടെ ലൈബ്രറി കേൾക്കും. അതായത് ഇന്റെ മൈക്കിന്റെ സറൗണ്ടിങ്സിലൊന്നും കേൾക്കില്ല.
അവന് നിന്റെ കേൾക്കത്തില്ല, എന്റെ മാത്രമേ കേൾക്കത്തുള്ളൂ. പക്ഷെ അത് സറൗണ്ടിങ്സ് കിട്ടുമോ എനിക്ക് അറിയത്തില്ല. ഇവിടുത്തെ സറൗണ്ടിങ്സ് ഇവിടുത്തെ എല്ലാം കേൾക്കുമോന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ല.
അത് ഇതാക്ക്
എങ്ങനെ
വോയിസ് ഐസൊലേഷൻ ഓഫ് ആക്കിട്ടാ മതി.
വോയിസ് റെസല്യൂഷൻ ഓൺ ഇപ്പം
ഓഫ് ആക്കിട്ടാ മതി.
മേലേക്ക്
സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് ഇട്ടാ മതി.
മില ഇനി ഒന്ന് അവിടെ പോയി അഫ്ല അഫ്ല എനിക്ക് അകലേന്ന് ഒരാൾ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയുമ്പോ ഇവിടെ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോന്ന് അറിയണം. അകലേന്ന് ഒരാൾ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയുമ്പോ അവിടെ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോന്ന് ഞാൻ ഈ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് നിൽക്കുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോന്ന് പറയണം.
പിന്നെ നെറ്റ് പോകാൻ സൂക്ഷിച്ചോ.
ആ നെറ്റ് ഇടയ്ക്ക് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്.
അപ്പൊ എന്റെ ലൈവും പോകുന്നു, എന്റെ വെബ്എക്സും പോകും.
എന്റെ വെബ്സ് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. I can store the meeting passwords in there. Here mandate be. Hello. Hello. Take a look.
ഓഡിയോ
P7. Okay. നെറ്റ് ഇടയ്ക്ക് പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ ഇതിന്റെ മൈക്കാണ് നമ്മൾ ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ പോണേ. സോ വി ഹാവ് ടു കീപ്. ഈ നമ്പർ എഴുതി വെക്കട്ടെ. I'll remember this number. 253164617829.
Webex okay അല്ലേ?
Okay. Mute ആയിരിക്കും. ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
A very good morning, distinguished guests, respected faculty members, and all past and present members of the IEEE Mace FP family. It is my immense pleasure to welcome you all to this grand celebration marking 35 glorious years of the IEEE Mace student brand. Over these decades, this vibrant community has thrived on the pillars of innovation, teamwork, and unwavering dedication to excellence.
Today, we come together not only to commemorate our past achievements, but also to ignite the spark for many milestones yet to come. This celebration is a tribute to every member, past and present, whose efforts have shaped the legacy of IEEE Mace. Let this day be a walk down memory, a celebration of meaningful connection, and a tribute to every individual who made this journey meaningful. Sit back, relax, and soak in the nostalgia because we have got a beautiful day ahead.
Now, we move to a significant part of our ceremony, the reading of the IEEE Code of Ethics. Upholding these values has been central to our identity as responsible engineers and proud members of the IEEE community. May I now invite Hannah Elsa John, our immediate past student brand chair, to lead us in this important reading. I kindly request everyone to please rise.
We, the members of the IEEE, in recognition of the importance of our technologies in affecting the quality of life throughout the world and in accepting a personal obligation to our profession, its members, and the communities we serve, do hereby commit ourselves to the highest ethical and professional conduct and agree to uphold the highest standards of integrity, responsible behavior, and ethical conduct in professional activities, to hold paramount the safety, health, and welfare of the public, to strive to comply with ethical design and sustainable development practices, to protect the privacy of others, and to disclose promptly factors that might endanger the public or the environment, to improve the understanding by individuals and society of the capabilities and societal implications of conventional and emerging technologies, including intelligence systems, to avoid real or perceived conflicts of interest whenever possible, and to disclose them to affected parties when they do exist, to avoid unlawful conduct in professional activities, and to reject bribery in all its forms, to seek, accept, and offer honest criticism of technical work to acknowledge and correct errors, to be honest and realistic in stating claims or estimates based on available data, and to credit properly the contributions of others, to maintain and improve our technical competence, and to undertake technological tasks for others only if qualified by training or experience, or after full disclosure of pertinent limitations, to treat all persons fairly and with respect, to not engage in harassment or discrimination, and to avoid injuring others, to treat all persons fairly and with respect, and to not engage in discrimination based on characteristics such as race, religion, gender, disability, age, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression, to not engage in harassment of any kind, including sexual harassment or bullying behavior, to avoid injuring others, their property, reputation, or employment by false or malicious actions, rumors, or any other verbal or physical abuses, to strive to ensure this code is upheld by colleagues and co-workers, to support colleagues and co-workers in following this code of ethics, to strive to ensure this code is upheld and to not retaliate against individuals reporting a violation.
Thank you, Hannah. At this moment, it's my honor to invite a distinguished personality who plays a pivotal role in guiding and inspiring our IEEE Mace student branch community. Please join me in welcoming Professor Needu Salim, our IEEE Mace SP branch counselor, to deliver a welcome address. Dignitaries, esteemed guests, dear faculty members. The journey of IEEE Mace SP has been one of the relentless commitment, innovation, and impact. Our community has not only strived for excellence at the college level, but has created remarkable ripples at the Kerala section, India Council, and Global IEEE. As I move into my duty today, let me begin by extending a warm and respectful welcome to the dignitaries of this. We are deeply honored to have with us today an inspiring leader and trailblazer in the field of engineering and technology. She is the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology at Jamia Millia Islamia, former Director of NIT Trichy, and has served as the IEEE MGA Vice Chair for Member Development. Her remarkable contributions to academia and professional communities have left an indelible mark, inspiring countless students Now welcome to Dr. Mini. For any student community to grow and flourish, it is essential to have a guiding force. We are truly fortunate to have such a pillar of strength in our respected principal, Dr. Bose Matthew Jose, and it is my pleasure to warmly welcome you to this gathering. Have achieved today. We are honored to welcome you, sir. I also extend a heartfelt welcome to all the eminent personalities of the dais whose presence today adds immense value to this celebration. A strong student community thrives under the guidance of experienced professionals whose dedication shapes its path and purpose. We are privileged to welcome the eminent professionals of the IEEE Kerala section, Professor Mohammed Qasim sir, Professor Deepthi Shashidharan, Professor Deepa A.K., whose presence today inspires us to aim higher and serve better. It is also my pleasure to welcome our past branch councillors, Leena ma'am and Venisharian sir, and our past chairs, Kerala session and our SP. And I would also like to welcome our chapter advisors, Renu Miss and Siddharth, HODs, Sini Miss and Ajit sir, and Sony sir, retired and current faculty members of the event. The pride of any student branch is built on the passion, dedication, and countless hours of hard work of its volunteers. Today, we are honored to welcome our past student volunteers, those who have carried the IEEE Mace SP flag high through their active contributions, not only within our SP, but also at the section level and even on the global stage. It is upon the strong foundation they have built that our SP proud today. Welcome you all. And never the least, I also would like to warmly welcome my strong team of current student volunteers, the driving force whose energy, ideas, and commitment have turned vision to reality and made today's event possible. The presence of each of you today reflects your continued support in the mission of IEEE for the advanced technology for the benefit of humanity, a mission that IEEE Mace SP has upheld with the passion and dedication for the last 35 years. From humble beginning, the IEEE Mace SP has grown into one of the most active, impactful, and decorative student branches in the region. We have been the proud recipients of the IEEE Regional Exemplary Student Branch Award for 4 consecutive years, a rare achievement that showcases our consistency and sustained excellence. The IEEE India Council Outstanding Student Branch of the Year, our IEEE RAS chapter, was named Chapter of the Year and more, showing our strength across both student and technical society friends. Among our technical events, DOLAC and SPARK have become the flagship programs, driving national level participation and technological collaboration. But our journey is not just about technical advancement, it is about impact. Through Light the Lives and Connect the Lives, our volunteers have been instrumental in enhancing community access and development in the remote Kuttambura village, demonstrating that when technology meets compassion, lives change for the better. Those athletes belong to our volunteers, teachers, and every single one stood as a backbone to each initiative, each passion, and each dream. The change makers who make work tirelessly across local, national, and global platforms, holding leadership positions, organizing path-breaking events, and building a community grounded in mentorship and learning. As we reflect on the 35 years of IEEE Mace SP, I offer my deepest gratitude to all the faculty advisors, past and present, the college management, and the most importantly, our volunteers, past and current, whose dedication is the cornerstone of this success. Let this celebration be a reminder that we are not just commemorating years, we are just honoring a legacy. And it is this legacy that continues to inspire the next generation of innovators, leaders, and change makers. Once again, welcome to each one of you, and thank you for being a part of this historical event. Thank you, and welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm words. It is my privilege to invite another esteemed personality whose steadfast support has been a pillar to IEEE Mace SP. His encouragement has consistently fueled our initiatives and empowered our members to aim higher. Please welcome Dr. Bose Matthew Jones, the Principal of Mount Ignatius College of Engineering, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning, everyone. Chief Guest of the Day, our proud alumna, Dr. Ieee Thomas, Dean Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Jamia Islamia, New Delhi, and the former Director of NIT Trichy, and past Vice Chair, IEEE MBA Member Development, Dr. Manoj DS, Chair, IEEE Kerala Session, first Mace Branch Counselor and our former HOD of Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department, Dr. Pauline Sir, Professor Mohammed Qasim, immediate past chair IEEE Kerala section, Gaurav Varghese Sir, former chair Kerala section, alumnus of Mace, former student chairs of IEEE Mace SP, former branch councillors, Professor Needu Salim, President Branch Councillor, advisors of various societies of Mace SP, Pranav Vinoy, President Student Chair of Mace SP, faculty members, office bearers of IEEE Kerala section, and dear vibrant volunteers of Mace SP. It is truly an honor and a moment of immense pride to stand before you today as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of IEEE student branch of Marathon College of Engineering. 35 years is not just a number, it is a legacy. A legacy that began in 1988 when a group of missionary students, Mr. Sadish Paul, Viju Cherian, Baiju, late Kumar, and Subramanian, together with Professor Paula and me, took the bold step of starting an IEEE student branch here at Mace. As I have learned, they approached the then principal, Dr. J. Isaac, with their proposal. An idea initially met with hesitation and even fear, given how new it was at that time. But at the end, Dr. J. Isaac gave his approval, marking the birth of what would become one of the most active and impactful IEEE student branches in the region. We express our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. J. Isaac sir for his vision and trust. So we had planned to honor him today. Due to health issues, he could not be with us. On this special occasion, we fondly remember and acknowledge his support, which paved the way for this remarkable journey. We are also deeply grateful to Professor Pauline, not only for his guidance, but also for his generous financial support during those early days. Without his timely help, the beginning would have been far more difficult, and celebrations like this might never have been possible. His contribution reminds us that behind every great initiative are people's willingness to step in and make it happen. Since that day, May Student Branch has stood out not just for the events it hosts or the award it wins, but for the spirit it cultivates, inspiring students students over the decades and change makers. From organizing technical workshops and coding marathons, community engagement programs, and international collaborations, IEEE Mace SP has consistently blended technical excellence with social responsibility. Today, IEEE Mace SP is no longer just a local entity. It stands tall as one of the largest and most vibrant student branches globally. At Mace, we proudly host 9 IEEE societies, each excelling in its domain and learning accolades. The dedication and passion of our members have propelled these societies to global recognition, reflecting the technical powers of Mace's non-for. Many of our students have represented Mace on the world stage, participating in competitions, and receiving training abroad through volunteering programs. I must especially mention Mohammad Saeed and Ishtash, who have won prizes consecutively in the IEEE Asia Pacific region robotic competitions. Last year, our team secured first place in Tokyo, Japan, and the year before, second place in Bangkok, Thailand. Again, our IEEE Sidemates won the IEEE Kerala section's prestigious Amarnath Raja Award for the Best Humanitarian Initiative for the Light the Life project, installing solar off-grid systems in 5 homes for the Uriamiti tribal colony, led by Jawara Fatima and Said Ali. In 2023, our IEEE Robotics and Automation Society received funding of approximately 20 lakhs to conduct the robotics school. The first time in India that IEEE has sponsored such a program, with only one student brand globally receiving this opportunity each year. Over the years, many of our students have earned scholarships, and the branch itself, along with its counselors and chapter advisors, has been honored with numerous awards. These achievements are the result of tireless work and unwavering commitment from our members, past and present. I extend my wholehearted thanks to the office bearers of the IEEE Kerala section, including Kasim sir, for your constant support. We are honored to have IEEE Kerala section office bearers, including Dr. Manoj B.S., here with us today for the 35th anniversary celebrations. It is good to have our founding secretary, Sadish Paul, with us, and Mr. Sadish Bhatt, who flew all the way from Mumbai to attend this celebration. Mr. Pradeep Nair, General Manager of Micro Engineering, Mr. Rintu Paul, Mr. Ravindranath, Dr. Heidegger from Germany. We are also proud that many of our past members continue to serve IEEE in various regions across the globe. For instance, Biju Cherian, our former secretary, is now an executive member of the IEEE Dallas chapter. Many recent chairs, office bearers, and former branch councillors are also here. For those who could not attend, especially former chairs working overseas, your warm wishes and fond memories have enriched these celebrations. In between our joy, let us take a moment to remember the branch councillor, Professor Babu Thomas, who is no longer with us, but who played a key role in shaping IEEE SP into the professional and impactful organization of it is today. It gives me much pride to say that the chief guest for today's celebration is none other than Dr. Minnie S. Thomas, a distinguished alumna of Mace. Dr. Minnie has brought glory to our institution through outstanding achievements, both nationally and internationally. She served as the vice chair of the IEEE Member and Geographic Activities Member Development Board, becoming the first person from the entire Asia Pacific region to hold this prestigious position. You also made the history as the first women director of United States, where her visionary leadership brought remarkable growth and transformation to the institute. We are truly honored to have her with us today, and her journey stands as an inspiration for every student and professional present here. As we look ahead, let this milestone be both celebration and a call to action, a celebration of all that we have achieved, and a reminder that our journey is far from over. With emerging technologies reshaping our world, the role of IEEE Mace SB is more vital than ever to lead innovation ethically, inclusively, and sustainably. Congratulations to everyone who has been part of this incredible 35-year journey. Wishing many more years of growing, leading, and making a difference to IEEE Mace SB. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring us. We are honored to have the history of IEEE Mace SB unveiled now. Let us now relive our story with a special video chronicling the milestones since our inception on November 17, 1988.
Before there were milestones, there was a vision. Before there were achievements, there was a place. Presenting the history of IEEE Mace SB. Formed on November 17, 1988, one of the oldest and most active IEEE student branches in the world. We are honored to have with us a distinguished personality whose exemplary leadership and vast experience have greatly contributed to the engineering and IEEE communities. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Minias Thomas, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, Jamia Millia Islamia, former Director of MIT Trichy, and past IEEE MGA Vice Chair for Member Development, to inaugurate this momentous event. May I request Dr. Minias Thomas kindly come forward to light the ceremonial lamp, marking the auspicious beginning of our program. Let's welcome her with a warm round of applause.
That was our official inauguration. So we are now privileged to invite ma'am once again to address us as the chief guest. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Minnie S. Thomas to deliver the chief guest address. Good afternoon. Dignitaries on the dais. First of all, my teacher, Professor Paul Anthony, the Kerala section chair, Professor Manoj, college principal, Professor Boss Matthew, and the branch counselor, Professor Neetu Salim. It's great to be back in college. And I walked around, all my other colleagues and dignitaries on off the stage, and my dear IEEE volunteers. I hope all of you are IEEE volunteers here. So it's great to be back in college. I came a bit early, and I could take a round of the college after many years, and it has grown by leaps and bounds, and I'm very proud to be back here. And I'm so glad to listen to the achievements of the IEEE student branch here. It's really heartening to know how much enthusiasm, commitment and passion you have for the IEEE activities. It's really great. My only concern is we do so much, but at regional and global levels, we don't get the recognition of our volunteers. That's my concern. So you must try to be more visible at different venues. So when I was a student at Mace, we had not even heard of IEEE or the activities or IEEE as such. Only when I reached IIT Madras, okay, by the way, I'm 1984 batch, 41 years ago I graduated. So when I went to IIT Madras from here for my MTech, that's when I heard about IEEE, because we started referring IEEE journal publications for our MTech program. And later on in IIT Madras, where I did my PhD,
is when I heard about the IEEE student branch. And 1990, I was told the student branch was, officially started. So that's the time when I joined IEEE as a student member, when I was finishing my PhD. So I've never been a part of a student branch as a student. But then from there, I joined Delhi College of Engineering as a faculty. That's when I came in touch with IEEE student branch and activities and DCE that time. Now it was DTU. Had a very vibrant student branch. And we had a very, very illustrious branch counselor called Professor Kundu there. Under him, I started my activities as a volunteer, guiding the student branch, and we started our first technical fest, etc., etc. Then in Jamia Millia, in 2000, we started the student branch. And I was the branch counselor for almost 14 years because I couldn't find anybody else to hand over uh, the, um, the charge. So it's been an illustrious path for our student branch as well, Jamia Millia Islamia. So that's why I tell you this because we were so lucky to get introduced to IEEE as a student. We never had that opportunity. So we must thank Polandari sir and all the other branch counselors and all the past chairs of the student branch who are sitting here that you got things already running, up and running, and such a part of such a vibrant student branch you're part of. So it's very exciting, and I'm glad you are all members of the student branch. I've been asked to talk about translating innovation to impact, new age technologies in industries and the IEEE student branch. What's the contribution of the IEEE student branch? So instead of giving you a lecture, I thought I'll tell you the story of one of my students, which I think which will encapsulate what an SB and the IEEE contacts and the IEEE ethos can provide you. So his name is Raghav Gupta. He was a 2012-2016 electrical engineering student in Jamia Millia Islamia. I was his project supervisor, and he was always in touch with me. And from second year, third year onwards, he was very much interested into making something real. And when he was in final year in the project, he said, "Ma'am, I'm going to, it's such a trouble making food. Indian food is such a stress." How many of you cook, by the way? Okay, glad to see some men raising their hand. Excellent. So Raja wanted to make a cooking robot which can cook Indian food. I said, what are you talking about? How can you have a robot cook Indian food? I mean, robot machine, not a robot person, a machine, hands-free. So I said, are you crazy? Because we have how many of you are Malayalis? Nobody. Okay. നമ്മുടെ കടുവറക്കലും പിന്നെ മസാല ഇടലും പിന്നെ ഇളക്കലും ഇതെല്ലാം എങ്ങനെയാ how can a robot do this, a machine do this? He said, "Ma'am, I'm going to get it done." So he was a very active IEEE student member of our student branch. He was the chair of our BAS IAS chapter, and he was very, very active. And he started reading the IEEE journals, and then he was in touch with anybody we used to have a lot of distinguished lecturers coming to Delhi, being the capital. So he was very, very engaged in discussing with them, talking with them. And he moved to Bangalore after his graduation. And Bangalore, again, the IEEE community he was involved in. Then he met with a lot of angel investors. He was pitching. He was already winning pitching competitions and all that. Finally, he got funding from Vinny Bansal and the likes. He developed his communication skills in the student branch, organizing functions, his switching, everything, and he got funding. He developed his prototype. He made a team, multidisciplinary team from different branches coming together, made a prototype, and after 4 years, he moved to San Francisco. Again, IEEE network there. To cut the story short, in 7 years, he made a cooking robot, cooking from scratch. He and his team, you can check online. The name of the machine is Posha, Posha, and they're booked for the next 2 years. They've actually started delivering the robot. It's all AI, robotics and AI. So, and I visited San Francisco a few months ago. So Raga took me home. The robot cooked the meal for me. And now, recently, 3 months ago, he got an 8 million US dollar grant to enhance his production. So, I mean, he's doing extremely well. The US has given him an honorary citizenship because they find anything good to be retained. So, I mean, permanent resident, he will become a citizen soon. So, I'm not saying that you should all go become citizens of the US, but what do we learn from the story of Raghav? He's just 9 years after death. So, I would like to, and okay, Raghav is an innovator, he made a product, but I think the similar things can happen even if you're getting into an industry. So I want to give you 3 lessons from Raghav's story. The first one is related to IEEE. The first lesson is, or the first lesson or the first impact, I would say, of the IEEE student grant is staying technically current. Raghav was technically current because IEEE helped them to get all the resources he wants, technical resources he wants, because he could listen to the distinguished lectures, meet them in person, interact. And when I was also younger, in Delhi, whenever we used to go for any lecture, we used to go not only for power and my society is power and energy, not only for power and energy, any lecture could come. Maybe 70% of will go above your head, but it's fine. You're going and meeting people, you are talking, maybe something else will come out of it. So that's what I want to tell you. Be technically current. And IEEE is the society which helps you technically stay technically current. And my advice to the people who graduated, you can survive nowadays only if you are a continuous learner. Because I've seen that after the student branch till most of the people leave IEEE. Then they remember about IEEE only where they are mid-career. Don't do that. Please stay because IEEE has a lot more to offer you after you graduate as a student also. So one was technically current. The second most important benefit of being a student branch member or an IEEE member is connects you with people. And that's what is very important. It will connect you with all kinds of people across the country. Not only professionally, they become your personal friends after a while. From 160 countries. So any help you need. I mean, I can give you my example. It will take me a long time to explain how I benefited from IEEE on a personal note. But it connects you with people. And the third one is it teaches you life skills. It teaches you life skills. The people who are organizing here, can you imagine the experience they are gaining? Only if you get involved. By just taking the membership, not enough. By just taking positions for certificates, not enough. You have to truly get involved because the experience you gain, nobody can take away from you. So this is in a nutshell what I want to tell you. This will help you in industry. This will help you if you are an innovator. This will help you if you want to make a product. But it's a lifelong relationship. Briefly, I connected with a few people in my field. My field is power automation. SCADA and grid is my field. I saw an article in Power and Energy magazine, that's a magazine of society. So I saw this article in Power and Energy Society about substations, smart substations. This is way back in 2003. I simply sent an email to the author. Can you come and give a distinguished lecture in my university? Because we don't have an expert in substation automation. I never expected a reply, but I got a reply from that person who he was a big consultant that time, and from there on, that journey with me, his name is John McDonald. Journey with John McDonald till now. He is our family friend now. We wrote a book together. All I achieved in my field of automation, I had constant help from John and vice versa. So you make lifelong friends through IEEE, you professionally, personally, it will help you. But you have to get involved. IEEE so wide, you have to choose what you want. You have to, and you should enjoy what you're doing. So this is what I wanted to tell you, and I'm so excited by all the things you're doing, and I wish the student branch great success and many more laurels, which will bring, which I'm sure I saw your labs in the morning, excellent work going on. So I'm sure you will bring in more laurels to the college, as well as to the student grant, to Kerala section, to India Council, and benefit the humanity at large. And thank you very much for inviting me. I am humbled and honored. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for those inspiring words. We are privileged today to hear from a visionary leader whose tireless dedication to the engineering community inspires us all. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Manoj B.S., the esteemed chair of the IEEE Kerala section. Sir, please.
Dr. Mini Thomas, Dean Jamia Millia Islamia, and former director of the NIT agency. Dr. Bose Pati Jones, principal of my college. Paul Anthony sir, first SP counselor. Nitu Salim branch counselor. IEEE past chairs, immediate past chair was Mohammed Qasim, one of the prominent past chairs of IEEE Kerala, also Guruji Varghese sir. Satish Bhatt, Pranav Binoy, Dr. Deepa, AK, B chair of IEEE Kerala, Dr. Deepthi Sashidharan, chair of Computer Society IEEE Kerala, Ravindranath, Benny Roy, Anna and Matthew, and Anna Elsa John, and IEEE members assembled here, IEEE student members assembled here, faculty members and students of Bharat Nations College. A very good morning to one and all. This is my second visit after becoming chair of IEEE Kerala to this institute. As we know, the college was established as one of the pioneering engineering institutions in Kerala in 1961 by the community surrounding this college, taking sacrifices, significant contributions. At a time, their resources were very, very short. The idea to initiate an engineering institution itself was a pioneering thing. I must appreciate Dr. M.B. Varghese, in whose time many of these innovations have happened in the form of this college as well as a
adjoining institute here. 1975, IEEE activity started as an organization unit in Kerala by the initiation of the legendary KPP Nambiar. As you know, we have celebrated the establishment of IEEE Kerala as a subsection of IEEE section of Bangalore last week in the presence of IEEE President Dr. Catherine Farmer. In 83, IEEE Kerala became a section, and 1990, MA College started as one of the earliest student branches. So that itself, becoming a pioneering engineering institute, becoming a student branch of one of the earliest student branches, that actually shows the visionary ideas of the people behind this institute. Today, Kerala is actually the largest section in the world. IEEE India Council is the largest council of the world. Dr. Kathleen Kramer, during her visit to Kerala last 2 weeks ago, mentioned that IEEE historically touched 500,000 members. Out of that, 100,000 members is actually in India alone. Madam Dr. Minnie Thomas has been highlighting the very fact that we discussed in her presence that while we have large number of members, largest number of NGA activities, largest number of contributions, our recognitions across region 10 or at the NGA level is not proportional, and we need to collectively work at deriving more benefits out of IEEE membership as well as activities in India. In Kerala alone, if you look at we have 12,000 plus student members, and every year 4,500 plus activities we conduct. 4,500 plus activities per year, referring to something like 12 to 13 activities every day. That means while I speak here, there may be another close to 1 dozen technical activities that may be happening elsewhere in Kerala. So by far, IEEE Kerala has become the largest organization conducting the most significant co-curricular, extracurricular training for our engineering graduates in Kerala. So I take pride along with my predecessors, Professor Muhammad Qasim, Professor Urdu Varghese, and many other past chairs in growing IEEE Kerala as an honorable organization achieving that feat. This is not a small feat. In fact, the representation, as Rose Officer has highlighted, MSc ESP has become the exemplary student branch 4 times in region 10. And many international activities, including the robotics prize, has come to this institute. That itself is showing the opportunities that IEEE student branch has brought to our students and our faculties in this college. So, I have already mentioned that IEEE has become a significant body in Kerala's engineering education landscape. This year, while I have taken charge from Professor Muhammad Qasim, we actually have done a retrospective or reflective discussion among various senior leaders across Kerala. And we thought we need to actually pivot our directions into the future, into areas where we have not gone beyond. One important direction where we are now taking, while retaining all our existing accomplishments, while maintaining all our past activities, is focusing into research-oriented activities. We focused on technical society-driven activities much more significantly than the last 30, 40, 50 years that IEEE Kerala activities has focused on. One of the important thing is we encourage more and more student travel. We have increased the student travel funding by twice, 2 times that what we have been funding. We have added faculty travel support for international and national travel support. For any national we support 10,000 rupees per student or per faculty. For international conference, we support travel of 25,000 per student. We have also started this year IEEE internship program for summer internship. And in the very first year of introducing, we were able to train more than 1,000 students across Kerala, across 3 hubs and 2 subsections. Malabar subsection has handled about 500, close to 500 internship students by giving summer internship. And one another important direction that we are initiating this year is graduate student activity committee. And that is particularly because when we look at the Kerala's research landscape, we have significant deficiency in research and development compared to our undergraduate education. Our undergraduate education has been substantially higher quality, whereas our graduate education, including like a master's and PhD, has not reached at that level. So we have formed in prominent technical societies of IEEE Kerala a graduate students activity committee where specialized research-centric, society-based training has been active. One such a training is called the PhD Scholar Track Series. There are senior PhD students who has published a high-quality IEEE transaction journal paper will train his junior PhD students on what methodology he followed, what problem he solved, what is the challenge that he faced, so that the senior to junior training within the narrow domain can be accomplished. This is the first of its kind in India or across IEEE that we are launching, and that has been taken within the societies very effectively. The last of the many significant activities that we started in IEEE Kerala this year is called KEE or KEEE, Kerala's Engineering and Education Enhancement. So when we look at the engineering education landscape, while we have several government colleges, pioneering aided colleges like MACE, new generation self-financing engineering colleges, CAPE owned colleges, IHRD owned colleges, church owned colleges, and in this landscape, we have about close to something like 60,000 engineering seats. Over the last few years, we have been seeing significant growth of enrollment in our engineering student capacity. We were losing students to many foreign countries, many other neighboring states. So our engineering colleges started facing a deficiency of enrollment. And this deficiency has spilled over to income of management, that has spilled over to quality of teachers, that has spilled over to quality of education, and overall outcome of the engineering education itself. The root cause, shortage of enrollment, that need to be addressed. And we have taken credible steps in working with the government to allow non-Kerala NK1 and NK2 admission categories. And now Kerala government is willing to consider non-Kerala 2 admission categories, which is possibility for filling the vacant seats today. Last week, in the presence of the Principal Secretary of Higher Education Kerala, Madam Dr. Sharmila Mary Joseph, IEEE Kerala has conducted a higher education conclave, e-conclave, and in that, concerned stakeholders from various organizations in Kerala, as well as the DTE, Commission of Entrance Exams, all participated and charted out the action items for enhancing Kerala's engineering enrollment. We hope to see that this step will improve the much better enrollment in Kerala. IEEE Kerala has conducted an analysis of Kerala's education, particularly the undergraduate engineering enrollment, and found there is a clear need for creating a campaign for making Kerala a higher education destination. And this campaign must use four important slogans. one of the first slogans that we are credible and eligible to use is that high quality of our curriculum. The second important slogan that we must use, high quality of our teachers. The third important slogan that we should use for campaigning is affordability of education. Our education is highly affordable to the competition from other states. If you see a student going to other states like say Vellore Institute or SRM University, they pay 5 times more fee than a student who can